It's time for a beer.
Okay, back with another edition of the Down and Back Live. As you can see, we got the Brews and Reviews guys joining us here. They're going to talk a bit about their show and then about, I don't know, they got a little something coming on for like podcast guys this weekend. I've got no idea what it is. But yeah, so it's the Battle of Big Mouse 2 coming up this weekend. You heard some of the guys talk about it last week, and so we'll talk some more this week. So, Cowboy Cook and Corona, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us, Doug.
So, remind everyone, if you're watching, you can make any comments in the chat, and we'll get them to the guys. So first, you know, with this pandemic going, how's the show going?
Steve, you want to field that one?
So, it's kind of been on hold since this whole thing started. So, I mean, we usually travel to each other and go to breweries, and obviously everything's closed and we can't get on locations and stuff. So I think we're going to start filming here probably within the week to bust out a couple of shows. We got a lot of product to review and a lot of beer to drink and more beer to drink and more beer to drink. Yeah. Speaking of beer, hang on a second. There we go.
Yeah, we got a ton of stuff that's stacked up with this pandemic. So the next episode that's coming out, I think we're doing is Mother Shucker. Then we have Ace. Then we have another Canadian company. What else do we have? And we got a bunch of bags. Money bags from Jake Childs and that Airmail 5000 we got to do. Primal bags we got to do.
Got another Airmail box. What is it? The Native Cornhole box?
Yeah. Yep. And then we got that carrying bag that you got from that Project Cornhole. That thing's pretty cool. Doug, you got to see that thing. We'll put that in an episode as an extra, but that thing's really cool. It's kind of a vinyl roller bag, but it carries your board and your bags.
Oh, it's sick. It's sick. I use that thing all the time.
Yeah. And then we
use that. I hate carrying bags or the boards.
Yeah, this thing's cool. This thing's way cool. So we have a lot of stuff. We're hoping to start shooting next week. We'll just go back to our original studio. We probably won't be able to do a brewery for a bit. So, but yeah, we're trying to get back on that, making the videos again.
I don't know if you can see, we got one comment already here. Mr. Asp is saying that the Brokeback Mountain Boys are here. But as I've already made the comment, I think he's going to be the Brokeback guy this weekend. So.
Oh, he's going to be broken this weekend for sure. Going no holds barred. I might.
Did we lose Steve?
We lost Steve there.
He was done. He didn't want to put up with it anymore. It looks like John Clark was asking a question on there. Hang on. There we go. He's asking about. Hey, he's back. Look at that.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
The stout bags, the feedback on them.
Still getting feedback on them. The people that had them before they went out loved them. So we'll see. They're still trickling out to people. I'm waiting to hear stuff on them. So yeah, we'll see. You're a trainer.
I'm just going with my gut on this one. So you know, you can't. The guy that likes hockey and is part Canadian, you got to go with him. But so my favorite episode of your guys was the Octane review one, because it was just, you know, when Matt had just been kind of out real quick, and with when he sent you those bags, but yeah, it's been my favorite episode of yours so far.
Well, when we got those bags, me and Steve just kind of grabbed them and looked at each other and said, "Holy crap, these things are those were decent bags." Those things were bags.
That was a topo. We had a good location that day, and then it was just a fun shoot. Now that we got things kind of online, we know what we're doing, kind of, sort of, after the 7th episode.
That was pretty much our episode to dial it in, and that's going to be the format of the show now. So we took some stuff from Central Connecticut with the sliding down the boards, because people requested that, and then the throwing, and so we just try to add in as much as we can, and then usually when we do the interviews and stuff, we always say we're connected with Cornhole Central, so that he's posting all the videos with a particular bag page, so you can see the ratings that we give them, and then you can also see anybody that's a member on that site can put in their rating, so it's averaged together. So the whole goal really is to have the ability to go on there and say, oh, I want to check out Dragon Bags, and there's so much info there. You should know what that bag does by the time you're done reading it all. So just kind of spreading out with Greg over there.
Yeah, I really think your shows are really give a lot of information on the bags, because like we kind of talked off here, you see in the Facebook groups out there, people are just all over with their bags because everyone's got their favorite bag choice, but it's just, you just got to find one for yourself and we lost Corona again.
He's pulling a J Bell.
But no, it's just so many people have their own opinions on bags that they, people have to be throwing their bag, and it's just, you just got to pick them up for yourself and get that feel.
Well, like we said, and we always say this is kind of repeating again. We didn't do the show to say good or bad on a bag. We did the show to show what the bag does, because what may be a bag that is good for me may not be a bag that's good for, someone else. Everybody has their bag choices. So it's not a good or bad bag. It's just, this is what the bag does, and what are you looking for? So we try to spin it positive and not because we haven't got a bag bad. Where are you?
my internet's going crazy. I don't know. So I changed my name because it keeps logging off.
Yeah,
I love it.
So Chris, he must have heard you, because you just called him J Bell there right after you left. But I got to say, for myself today, I finally threw my best deck arounds this afternoon. I threw for about 2 hours here, and I felt like I was in California. It was like so warm here, and I was just sweating. I hadn't felt that throwing bags in a while. It was only 68 degrees, but it was still,
that's cold. That's freezing.
Our California here.
I haven't been throwing, unfortunately, so we'll see how Saturday goes. I usually throw better after I don't throw for a while, to be honest. So, and Steve's usually he's on fire, and he's been playing, so I'm not even worried about this one. The last one was really, I think I was more stressed about making sure everybody could watch the show and all the stuff going on. This one we're focused more on, we're going to take this one. So Corona almost pulled us to the winning circle on the last one, but this one's ours.
And now I'm throwing better, so these guys better watch out.
Trouble.
And I will say that the weaker of the asps are in here making the comments.
Wait, which one is that one? Because I don't know which one's worse. Which one's the weaker one? I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm hearing Sean, but I don't know. I guess that could be debated, I guess.
Oh, I don't know.
So
whatever. It doesn't matter.
So for the people watching, just a little more on on what's going to be going down this weekend.
Well, so we did the first one. It's called Battle of the Big Mouse, and it's basically all the podcasts. Not all, but just the ones that we started with first. So it was Big Ass, Brews and Reviews, Dogcast, Central Connecticut. And we all kind of knew each other, so we decided to just do this while we were under quarantine, just to do something fun. And to be honest, it was a tough watch because we did it with Zoom and everybody played at the same time, and J Bell couldn't figure out how to use a tablet, and it was funny. It was enjoyable. We had a good time, and we all drank the whole time and got to hang out. But so the main thing of this one is we're going to have split screen, 2 teams going, and it's actually going to be watchable. We'll have commercials between teams playing, and it will be more of a professional production that's actually fun to watch. And then we're going to have some drinking words. So whenever somebody says a certain word, everybody at home with us has to drink at the same time. And then
we'll get a commentate in between.
Commentate. So if 2 teams are playing, the teams that are off get to commentate the game. And then there's so many prizes that have been donated again from great companies. So, and all you have to do is we'll have an instructional video, hopefully on Thursday, on how to put in the prop bet. So we'll have all these prop bets for each. Prop bet will be for each prize. So Primal Bags will have theirs. All Cornhole will have theirs. And you just pick the winning team or whatever the prop bet is, and then you win the prize. It's pretty simple. So, and then we'll have a keyword. Each podcast or whatever has a keyword in their podcast. So you have to listen to it for the keyword. And for the grand prize, OVC is giving away a custom set of Big Mouth boards. and you got to have all 4 codes and pick the right people to win that. So we just have a lot of great prizes. So
yeah, we're so fortunate to have all these supporters back us up for this thing. Like,
definitely,
it's lucky we're all liked, and you know, all these sponsors are amazing. So we can thank these guys enough.
Yeah.
Who can get a bunch of free stuff to give away to people. I mean, this is just a great event to throw, just to have some fun and have some people watch. You know, I bet you they're just sitting around doing nothing, trying to figure out what to do. So
and get them involved. Like I said, we'll all be drinking together. We'll have special drinking words, and then. But I think we should probably maybe rattle off a couple of the sponsors. You know,
exactly. Yep.
We got All Cornhole. They're doing a prize package. We've got Nick from Bags Boards. He's going to do a backpack patch, like a big package. Maddie from Dragon Bags. He's doing a grand prize package. Our board sponsor OVC is doing a custom set. Primal Bags is giving a set of bags. Money Bags, Jake Child Native Cornhole's doing a set of bags. Local Bags is doing a set of bags. And these are all these bags are custom Battle of the Big Mouth bags. So no one will have these. These are like one of a kind. So who else?
And then, well, we're gonna have our stuff too, like Brews Reviews and Dogcast, or you know, shirts and hats and whatnot. Santa Paula Cornhole, they supplying a shirt. So I mean, there's literally a whole bunch of stuff that people could win. So they need a vote out.
All slides. Man, I'm sure I probably missed some, but there's a ton of stuff we're giving away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, just hang out, watch, drink, and win some prizes. That's just what it's all about.
Exactly. Yeah, Sean, I was saying Cornhole Addicts is got stuff as well.
Yes, Cornhole Addicts is donating. Who else? I know Sean's on here. Chime in anytime we miss anybody on there. Like I said, there's so much. It's awesome. It's very cool. So
exactly. Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm going to try and, if I can wake up in time. It's going to be 3:00 on our time, but I got a big big show the Friday night on with my cousin's show, so I'll try and make it up because I'll be doing enough drinking on that one, I think, to last me right through. But I just want to say hi. You got John Clark commenting in there. You guys talk Sean Asp. My cousin Ben, who's helping moderate the chat. Mark Taft has now joined us. Anyone else, if you're watching and you want to make a comment, got a question for these guys, you can talk to Chris about. We're gonna talk about Jersey Guy in a little bit with your other side business there. But yeah, this weekend is just. I got to watch the last one, and it was just pure. I can say bedlam, I guess, because it was just everybody everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, big shout out to Ben too. Ben did a freaking amazing job on that last one.
Oh, yeah,
just hoarding all these cows together, just trying to get everything going, and he did a great job with the interview questions.
We would never pull that off without Ben. Yeah, and we had the pros getting interviewed. Ben did an awesome job. Ben was scoring all the up. And then we did forget Blackjack Cornhole. I'm sorry, I didn't. Just keep running them in there, Sean. We'll get them on that chat there, and I'll plug them in. So we can't thank, like I said, the sponsors enough for donating. It's great.
Yeah. So then the format then is it going to be just deck rounds then again?
So I think we're going to do accumulated scores like we did last time, but the only difference between the format this time and last time, and if I remember right, we'll do 8 rounds, accumulated scores, and then go into a single elimination bracket. But this one will be cool because it won't be separate people everywhere throwing themselves. So, for instance, me and Steve are throwing together. Matt and Jay are throwing together at I think Matt's house. But so we'll be on each side of the board, and we'll each throw 4 bags. So, not against each other. So if Steve throws up a block, I got to push that block in. So, and it's just accumulated scores with I think we're doing 8 rounds on that.
So it might be a little quicker than it was last time. So it's
but definitely more enjoyable to watch for sure.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Well, yeah, because you'll have just the 4 screen. I guess the 4 screens going instead of 8 plus a couple more, and just that real big congested screen.
And there will be a live score widget on that screen too, so you can look at the score as it's being played. So it'll be we're trying to make it a full production that's just fun to watch.
Yeah, and I guess with Jay Bell, he'll have another partner there, so he won't be in and out of the video.
Matt'll take care of him.
Yeah.
As he said, he's the face of the Central Connecticut Cornhole. and
Yeah,
Matt does everything.
Yeah, he needs to keep the beer in his hand and keep the tablet out of there. And Matt handle that.
Yeah, I think from watching the Doghouse guys, I'm not sure if Donnie's already over at Brendan's place starting to drink already or not. But
one thing I will say about both the events, this one and that one, is I mean, we didn't do as many videos. I still have to do another video, but man, all the trash talking videos are just fun. We just have a good time with them. It's hilarious. So I don't know if you saw the one we just did with Steve at Spencer. By the way, Spencer McKenzie's is a big sponsor too. So they're giving away a big prize package. They're giving away the full hot sauce bundle, T-shirt and hat. I think throwdown T-shirt, throwdown hat because they put on the biggest cornhole tournament in the world. So yeah, I want to shout out for Spencer's for sure. We forgot about that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
yeah, so I guess we'll just kind of going off that for a second. Any of your regular leagues? I'm not sure just what California is doing for getting started up again for any of your regular league stuff.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on with you, Steve. Is Santa Paula? Are you doing anything?
Everything is just on hold because we do leagues in breweries, and we might have done it if we stay at the old spot, which was like an American Legion type place, but we changed locations. So I mean, everything's just on hold. We had to stop mid league, so we kind of just put it on pause and wait for all this to pass through so we can actually start up again. So I'm thinking we might actually just change locations and do it at somebody that has the room in their backyard just to finish this thing out, because I don't know what's going to be going. I think it's slowly transitioning, getting everything open again. So
I know out here
it's just a waiting game.
we have I don't know if it's the biggest anymore, but it used to be the biggest league. Chris Plugs used to not used to, he still puts it on, but the SCV league has, oh man, I don't even know how many teams, probably 100 teams, maybe less.
Then he has a primo spot. So
it's an indoor soccer.
Cannot beat that place.
Yeah, so that's been closed down for a while, so we're hoping that opens back up. But I don't think there's too much going on as far as leagues, but I do notice more live feeds with people in their backyard throwing again.
Yeah, it's like Fight Club. You're just trying to find the spot,
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, I think our league up here we've talked. I think we're going to start playing outside with just 6 guys playing for an hour, and then someone else will come in and another 6 guys after that, just kind of doing almost like a switch holio type scenario with singles. But
Right.
but yeah, John here says Steve's was fantastic, smashing the can over Donnie's intro.
Oh yeah, that was fun to shoot. Props to my wife for being my video specialist that day.
I was jealous I couldn't be there with a burrito. Man, Spencer's is amazing food.
All business burrito, got to get it. Go to Spencer's. That's the burrito to get.
So,
Yeah, I was talking with my cousin Ben here that's in the chat that he goes to NAMM every year in California. I'm like, I got to go with you sometime to try and hook up to play with you guys down there with either Surf Rodeo or at Spencer McKenzie's.
I used to go to NAMM. That was a fun thing. You had a lot of free music stuff. And I met George Clinton there.
Yeah, I went last year. It was fun times.
Yeah, but hopefully you guys can make it out here. I mean, for one of the events, Surf Rodeo or Spencer's, you can't beat those events. So Surf Rodeo is actually mostly announced a new date, I think, this week, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was July 14th, 15th. Now it's getting pushed back. So
Yeah.
Can't wait for those dates so I can ask for it off.
According to John, Spencer's is still going, so no change of date and everything's still moving forward.
And you can't go wrong if you're an out of towner. Either one of those tournaments, if you have to pick one, it doesn't matter which one you pick. Those are the 2 tournaments in Cali. It's like they're musts. You have to come to those.
Yeah. I told my wife, I'm like, I want to go to one of those tournaments within the next 5 years, and I kind of got the eye roll because she's like, "You're lucky to go to Cleveland, even though that was canceled."
Tell her it's in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can go hang out at the beach and you can go play.
Well, exactly. That's right. That's what I told her. But yeah. So Chris, so your side company with Jersey Guy, how's that been going?
We're doing really good. I can't complain. Things are great. The support is incredible as always. We were shut down for about a month or so, if not a little longer, just with the coronavirus and stuff. And we had to, in order to keep the guys and ladies still working, we were making masks for hospital and healthcare workers. We didn't really promote that we were doing that. We just kind of reached out to the hospitals and didn't really post online. So That kept going for a while. Now we're just cleaning up everything that's a little behind and getting things moving. So things are good. Things are good.
Yeah, I know. I know you reached out to me about getting some octane stuff here. I've kind of put that off the mat as well too. But it's, it seems like everybody's, it's just, you got the bags, you got the shirts, you kind of went into everything.
Yeah, it's I talked to them too. It's kind of hard. We were trying to figure out how to do jerseys for the Octane guys, but it's that shipping. The shipping kills it. So we'll still maybe look into that, but that's a tough one getting it to you guys.
Yeah, I shipped a set of bags down to a friend yesterday, and it was like $30 for shipping from here for bags. And I was like, wow,
it's crazy. Yeah, and we have our branded stuff, and then we're doing a collab right now. We do a lot of collab with a lot of different companies, like West Cornhole, West Georgia Cornhole. We did a collab with them. We're now releasing the collab with 21 Apparel with Pablo. That one's going to be fun. So he just released the logo that we did. We threw the bear in the airplane, and then
that was cool.
Yeah, just a lot of collab stuff. We love doing that stuff. So good people to hook up with, and then we have our branded bags, and then we had that guy from Raven Down reach out to us, and we're selling his bags, and people are loving those Raven Down bags. Those things are getting good reviews. So he's pretty happy.
That's probably gonna be the next big bag right there.
Brendan's been talking about them on the doghouse, and then I think Sean had even mentioned them this week with his on the Big Ask show.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they actually go on sale on the Jersey Guy site tonight at 6 Pacific time. So the guy said, he can bang out 100+ bags in a day. So there will never be a problem on not getting bags in time. In fact, that they'll go on sale tonight, and they'll most likely start shipping next week. So they'll get them quick. But yeah, nothing but good reviews on them. And then from what I understand, he's got another bag coming out in a month or two that totally different bag, but a good broken in bag when you get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like that's been the one thing right now with the bag kind of culture is like it's got to be out like almost right away because it seems like there's so many people complaining about other bag manufacturers like I got to wait 3 months to get bags, but it's just I think it's kind of the nature of the beast right now.
Yeah, I think so. And then I think what happens is a lot of these guys don't expect their bag to blow up like it does, and then they're scrambling to get them done. Matty King is there's been no change with Matty. Matty is always hand sewn every bag, and that's the way he likes to do it, and that's the way it works. And it was funny because we were talking about it the other day, and he said, "Look, this is the way I do it. This is my quality. This is my I have full control of the sewing. If you don't want to wait for my bags, that's fine. I'm going to continue to make the bags that I want to make that are my quality." So, he stands behind them.
Yeah, that's a high quality bag too. He's like you can't say anything bad about him doing it that way because they'll never. That's a long lasting bag. You can always play with them all the time. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Matt's the same way here with Octane. It's just, it's he tries to get them out as quick as he can, and as long as he has material, they're going out, and he's sold out of his whole shots and his nitros already. So it's as long as they're getting out, it's.
So what bag do you throw? What's your bag? Your go-to bag?
I'm an Apex guy.
Oh, okay.
I like that traditional kind of stick and slick side. But
nice.
But
is that the one you like, Steve? I like the Apex. The one that you liked that you didn't.
Apex was okay. The Nitro is the one I liked probably the most.
Yeah, that was
a nice bag.
Yeah, and then we started throwing more, and they all had like great workable stuff on them. Like even that clutch was when we got it. Yeah. That clutch was funky.
The orange one? Was that the orange one?
Yeah, that yellow.
The clutch was a little hard to adjust to, and then once it started, I think the bag kind of broken in a little bit more than when we first got it, and it was going a little straighter as the day went on. So I think they just had to get worked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was over at Matt's place the other night there, and I think you guys may have a couple more bags coming your way that are new with the Octane stuff.
Oh, so, cool! Nice. Very cool.
So one is actually like a really I forget what the material is. It's like a really soft material. Actually, PJ Sorrow used it as a pillow. He said it felt better as a pillow than a bag. But Evan, I know Bobby Square's been using them, and they're he's loving them. So it's I think there's going to be a couple more coming your way.
Nice.
Sweet.
Very cool. Yeah, we enjoyed that last batch for sure.
Yeah, and the one thing with Matt, and I'm not sure how he does it, but like every bag, you guys probably seen it when it come right out of the box, they almost feel broken in.
Oh yeah, no, all of them
Yeah, we
were.
felt that.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's a
So
good
any
bag.
more
It's great line.
Yeah, he's tried it. Well, because we didn't at the time. We didn't have any kind of bags up here. We were getting all the bags from the States, paying that incredible shipping. Right? It's just, or else
crazy.
having to go down there and pick up bags and bring them back. Right? And I gotta tell the story. The guys went down to a tournament in Michigan, and they got stopped crossing the border for their bags because the border agent said, "What are you guys going for?" We're going to a cornhole tournament, and then all of a sudden they got pulled into secondary because they had agriculture with them. They had corn in their bags.
Wow.
Like, oh, there's no corn in the bags.
Yeah, when we go to the airport, we get. It's funny. You get two kinds of people at the airport in the security. You get the guys that look at the bags when it goes through the X-ray, and they're all, "What's in the bag?" And you're all cornhole bags. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I know that game." And then some people are like, "What?" And they have to take them out and wipe them down and check them out, and it's kind of funny. But it seems to be more people they know what cornhole is now. But yeah, traveling with bags is interesting.
Yeah, it's the game is definitely growing more and more. It's even up here we see it. I've been on our TSN up here to show actually the ACL from the ESPN feeds because we get a big jump when it's on TV here. It's only been on TV twice, but we've noticed that big jump up here.
Nice,
right? Because it's getting eyes on the game, getting people playing, and they'll get addicted.
Right. Yeah, it's only going to get bigger from here. It's going to be crazy.
Well, yeah,
after this is over.
We went from about 6 teams up to about we got about 30 teams in our league here now, in just our 3 years. So it's not a big jump, but we've had other places that are just their first night they get 40 guys out to play.
Yeah, and just be prepared. It's going to get any bigger. Well, they only started with 20 people here, and it blew up to hundreds. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's like everyone thinks it's easy to play, and until they play it, and then it's they find it a little bit harder, and then they get addicted, wanting to play better.
Well, I'm really curious to see newer players that have come in during this quarantine that have only played ghost tournaments to go and actually go play a real game and see that it's definitely night and day from a ghost tournament.
Yep.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. And I know myself, I actually won my first ghost game this afternoon, and it's been like a long time coming, but it's just that. And I found myself, and we've had to talk to people. It's like, I find with ghost games, I get in my head more times than not. And it's just, my neighbors are all looking at me, hollering at myself because it's like smarten up. So I had to go back to actually the way I'd hold the bags because I'd went and I was just kind of got so frustrated that I would just start tossing bags just up to the line, stand, and let it go. And now it's like put the bag back the same way you had it all the time. And all of a sudden it's like, it's going in and it's like, well, where the hell was this last year that I couldn't throw?
Yeah. Yeah, and I just recently started playing against actual competition. Man, I miss that. Oh my God. I think it's something about just throwing against somebody, instead of 3 months of playing with yourself. Okay, that's weird. But yeah, they're playing with yourself. Especially on camera. I haven't done that. But man, it's once you play your first game, you're like, oh man, here it is. Can't wait to do this all the time now.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. Yeah, it's almost like playing with, and I'm not sure if you guys do it, but playing against someone who's got the earbuds in, where it's just that solid game. It's just I need that back and forth.
I used to be when I first started playing, I always thought the headphones were kind of rude, and but now I actually wear them. They help me focus because there are a lot of guys that will play that mind game with you. They'll chat with you while you're throwing the whole time, and and that kind of gets on me. So I do the headphones when we play tournaments. But like if I went over and played, stand at Steve or St. Paul or whatever, those are friendly games, still competitive, but I won't wear headphones there. But real tournament, I'll wear headphones.
Yeah. Like my regular partner, he says that in our league, it's like, we're just here for fun on a league night. You don't need to be all serious on a league night. Just come out and have fun. Right?
Yeah, it's like when I have my tournaments and when I throw tournaments, I have a DJ that follows me everywhere. So I have a DJ playing, and then you have these guys wearing headphones. I'm like, hey, wait, music's like right here. What are you doing? It's like, they have to listen to it. They got to listen to get pumped up.
Yeah, and like I was laughing thinking of what Jay Corley said to me, is that he wears earbuds without any music playing when he plays Alan Rockwell, just so Alan doesn't talk to him.
Yeah,
there's
a couple of guys like that over here too.
There's mind games for sure.
Exactly. So your leagues then. So do you have any of the bigger ACL or even ACO players that are with you in your leagues?
In California, yeah, I mean, there's Blake. Blake will travel around and play.
Mm-hmm.
And then
who else? Dusty Parkins, Nick Renovich.
Yep, Nick just moved to Vegas too. He's in Vegas now.
Got Doug Rippey.
Yep.
Who else is ACL pros over here? Tyler. Well, obviously Tyler Perrin, Brevin.
Yeah, Tyler and Brevin.
So yeah, we got a good chunk of California players that are ACL pros.
They're always around playing in most of the tournaments out here too.
We could travel anywhere and play with the ACL pro at any day of the week.
So that's the one thing I like being able to watch on the weekend there, where I think someone put up the feed so I could actually see it. But there was so many newer players you didn't really get to see play on ESPN all the time. That you hear the name, but you're able to see them play on the weekend there, right? So that was my first time seeing. I think Brevin played on there, so able to see him play for the first time, right? And it's just, you've seen those new younger players playing. It's just
Brevin they used to be big ACO players. They were doing a lot of ACO tournaments. So, and then they just, I think maybe this year or maybe last year, I think they probably switched over and started doing ACL stuff. So they're just getting more exposure that way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Brevin's a really good player, another lefty.
Yeah, I'd seen that there. Yeah, he was throwing really good. And for me, I like that it's the old guys took it down, beating those younger guys, because it was like everyone was talking about the younger guys with Josh and AJ, and even Eddie as well too. And I kind of said on my show Friday night, I was like, I got a feeling about Lester and Jay Rubin coming through with that, and they actually made me look smart.
Those guys were throwing fire.
Eddie, he's an amazing player to watch. So I went out to TCL for Ryder Cup last year, and I tell you what, there's some. You go to your tournaments, your local tournaments all the time, and you see players from all over the states and stuff like that, and they're great, and it's fun to watch and stuff like that. And I went out to Texas. I tell you what, they throw. I was watching Josh and AJ, and I've seen them throw before, but they were throwing against Eddie, and it's like, man, they don't miss. They don't miss, and if they do miss, they clean it up next shot. Like it's crazy. They're really good. Same with ACO. When we had a booth out there for Worlds, and you always think of, well, I'm going to speak personally. I always think of ACO as kind of the underdog, the ones that started it, but they're kind of like ACL's kind of picked it up and got a little bigger. But man, when we went out there and saw the players out there, ACO players don't mess around. There's some good players in ACO for sure. So Eric Hubbard out in Vegas, all those guys, yeah, they're. It's crazy to go to events. Basically, my point is, it's crazy to go to events and actually sit and watch players play for real.
Yeah,
and they kill it. So,
like I said, that's what I was saying with us. We played up here. We thought we were good, and then we went down to Cherokee a couple years ago there, and it was like, what am I even doing here? Right? It's like, it's just crazy, but it's we needed that to get better up here
for sure.
It's just playing with those better, but being able to watch guys like Matt Guy, and and guys like that. Like I said, my favorite time was watching a Crew Cup game with Dotson, Short, and then it was I think they had on their team with them was Jamie Graham and Trevor Brooks against Ryan Windsor, Cody Henderson, Baldwin, and Canva on the other team. And just to watch them play was just, it's you pick up kind of what they do, right?
Yeah. Well, the fun thing too is, like I said, when I was in Texas, I was hitting up AJ and Josh because I don't get to see that. I talk to them all the time because they're Jersey guy, they're Team Jersey guy. I talk to them on the phone, on text, but I never really get to visit with them and talk to them in person. But anytime I go to any of those events, I'll pick up everybody and try to play them. That's where you get the experience, I love that. I have no problem asking any one of them to play. I don't care if they smoke me or not.
Yeah.
That's all experience.
Well, exactly. That's what really got me about the Cleveland cancellation, was because that was my plan going down there, because I hadn't been down to seeing any of those bigger players like that in a while. And just to be able to get down and talk with them and be able to do some live stuff with them and get to play would have been just, what I wanted to do, but it's, stuff happened.
Yeah, for sure.
So with going back to your show then, what who have you had on your show?
Well, we had modeling, I think, was kind of the only guest appearance that we've had.
Well, we used to do the phone calls. We started out, look at but the phone calls were kind of tough. They weren't always clear, and they were kind of like, they went a little long. We like to keep people, into the show and kind of mix it up and change stuff up really quick. I think modeling was the only one that Steve magically made appear in the studio. And having Frank out, man, I can't say enough good things about that guy. He's just an all around good guy. So we had him, and then we've talked about having other guests. We're going to have John from Spencer's will be on, so we're just lining that up, and then we'll have guests here and there. But it's kind of tough to have guests of the people that make the bags when we're reviewing them and stuff like that. It's nice to hear how they started and stuff like that, but it's better to just me and Steve just kind of throw them, have a non-biased opinion on them, and go from there. And then if we have questions, we always reach out. But we try to keep the show flowing and somewhat entertaining, so it's actually watchable and you get information out of it. So
yeah, again, we're tweaking it as we go. So the first show was 20 minutes long or whatever. So we saw the engagement just kind of fall off at the midpoint. So then we knew we had to kind of shorten it up a little bit. So we're trying just to get to the point and just do a good review, and people seem to like it. We got a lot of good feedback and a lot of love. So again,
that modeling episode, we actually released the steadies on that show. We had the release date and everything. So I don't know how many views we're at. I think we're over 3,000 or more on views on that thing, but that was a big one, the steadies with modeling. But yeah, that was fun. That was great having him out. He smoked us.
Yeah, but I scored.
I scored on him too. He scored more, but I scored on him too. So we did a little clip, me and Steve, a little trick shot clip, because we got some comments on one of the episodes where it was you guys need to stop doing airmails or something and show us what the bag's doing. And so we did a little trick shot thing for fun. And Steve did one where he had his hand over his eyes and he threw the bag. And we call it the modeling because that's what he was doing to us when he came out. Yeah, we were playing so much. We were at the brewery, and it was funny too because he's so polite. He's all, "Do you mind if I close my eyes and throw?" We're like, "Go ahead." And he still smoked us.
A whole game, like he's playing a whole game like that. So it was just like, bang.
He'd look and then he'd throw. That was crazy.
Yeah. So if anyone that is new watching, down below in the description, there is a link to your channel here on YouTube, which is, I think the YouTube community is just, I think it's just fantastic being able to get that video out there to show people, and it's so easy to share stuff. Yeah,
to all the fans out there, even the new people, check it out. Hopefully you enjoy it, like it, and then watch some future episodes. A lot of them are coming out.
And we don't take ourselves too serious either. We need we wanted it to be fun and enjoyable to watch. We don't want to. It can't be droning and. Yeah,
like it says on our Facebook page, we're just a couple of morons throwing bags, having fun, drinking beer. So it's not like we're
throwing bags. Yeah,
we're just here to have a good time, and it's a good thing I enjoy his company every once in a while, so that helps too.
Yeah, I see. We got Jeff Shantz watching here now. He's commenting. He's our top player up here in Canada.
Nice.
that he I can't even get anything on him, but like I said, for me doing the show, I almost have more fun doing the show than what I do playing now, because it's just you're meeting new people, you're kind of getting all that I don't want to say the inside info, but you're finding everything out from people, and it's just I just love having being able to do this.
Yeah, it's funny because people will ask, we'll say something like, I don't know if this happens to Steve, but sometimes I will say, hey, check out, I'll have a Brews and Reviews hat at the gas station, and someone will be like, that's a cool hat, can I have one? And then I'll explain, we have a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. And they're like, cornhole, and like this. And I'm like, well, here's the thing, you got to be a cornhole nerd. It's like we're nerding out, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of like your show, we're all nerding out. If some person who's not into cornhole, sits here and tries to watch it, they're probably falling asleep or like whatever. But we're nerding out. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I've been told many times by my wife is like, just be quiet. I don't need that. It's like, yeah, but I'm doing this, right? And it's just, it is that nerding out thing, because it's you're getting to talk to the pros that you see on TV. I was like, see a guy on TV, I'm actually going to talk to him, and it's just, and when I started out, I think it was just you guys. The Dogcast was doing it. There really wasn't a whole bunch of stuff doing it. And now it's like, we've become popular and everyone wants to follow us.
Yeah, you got new podcasts and whatnot coming out. So
yeah.
It's
When we started, it was only, remember Steve, it was only Central Connecticut guys.
Yeah.
So we always take our hat off to them. I mean, they kind of started the whole video review thing, and we just kind of took it from there. So we always give them credit because they were, for us, they were the first. There may have been others that we just didn't know about, but they were more watched. So
yeah, no, I know when I went to start this one here, I was like talking with Matt from Octane. He's like, you can do it because no one else wanted to talk about cornhole up here, and it was like, okay, well, I'll try and do like this 5-minute show, and we'll just talk about results and try and give some tips and stuff, and then you try doing a 5-minute show, and that just doesn't happen because you got so much stuff to do. So then it became a 12-minute show, and then it was like all of a sudden it's like 45 minutes, and it's like, okay, we got to cut that back. So that's why we now do the live show here on Wednesday nights, because we can get more people involved.
Yeah, and the more you get, the broader audience you get, the more you have to spread out. Like for instance, talking local, most people kind of tune out. They're like, I don't even know those guys. I don't even know that Lee. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm tuning. Have to really start broader. Be more broader now. So we'll see how some of these podcasts are able to pull that off. Some of these newer ones.
Yeah, because like I started out with just our league, and all of a sudden we had like 4 other leagues just kind of pop up around here, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to talk about all of you all the time, right? So it's and we now got some other new leagues starting up in eastern part of Canada, so that's kind of trying to help broaden that there, because they're now all new players. Got to try and help giving them tips and kind of what to do. So that's what makes it fun as well too.
Well, my ADD kicked in, so I'm going to switch the subject really quick.
Yep.
Battle of the Big Mouths again. So I didn't mention it before. Steve will back me up on this. We are going to do a 3, and we're going to have you on it. We're going to have Meacham. We're going to have Cito. We're going to bring in all the podcasts for this one. So the second one is just kind of payback.
Right.
And then we're going to do a 3, and then we'll have a lot more podcasts in there and make it a free for all for everybody. So.
Well, yeah, it's like I was kind of joking with the other guys. So like every time they'd post, I was like, never heard of it, but it was just kind of just kind of more or less getting that them, right? But it's because it's all for fun, right?
Well, yeah, and it's funny too because we're doing 2 now, and after we did 1, I would ask people, I'm all, hey, did you watch the Battle of the Big Mouths? Well, I didn't even know that. What was that? It sounds cool, right. But I didn't even hear about it. So we're really trying to push more shares and more people to see it and get it around. So hopefully we'll have some more viewers and people can go back and watch it. It'll be recorded and put up there for prosperity when we win it. So
yeah, and free stuff. Free stuff.
Free cool stuff.
Free cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already trying to talk to Brendan and see if can I not win his video with already going with the haircut and everything, but.
Right.
But,
hey, garage videos. That's what you need to do. Garage videos.
Yes. Brendan is doing a little contest for some bags and then a secret grand prize that he's giving away. So if you go to the Dogcast podcast page and post, I think you can post it there or post it on your own and share it. A garage video of whatever, I guess, right? I mean, it didn't put any stipulations on it. I guess who you're picking to win for battle, but and then he'll pick the best video, and then you win a grand prize of bags. And yeah, why not?
I think you said you had to be in a garage and have a Miller Lite. I think is what it was.
I don't think there was any stipulations, but he said it's a plus. It's definitely a plus.
Yeah.
You don't have to be funny, but it's a plus.
Well, and that's the thing. Like with all the people that do shows, we all get along, which really helps out. The whole doing shows and that.
Yeah, it's cool. I didn't know the Big Asp guys, and I don't think Steve really knew Central Connecticut or any of those guys, but we've all become friends. And then just to plug another thing, the Make-A-Wish thing that Matt and Jay Bell Central Connecticut are doing, we had the flight booked, everything. That was going to be our first all-day live feed during that event. We have our full booth ready to go. So the schedule, I guess, now is September 12th, right, Steve?
I think that's what I heard there. Yeah.
September 12th. So, that would have been will be the first time we'll actually meet them face to face. But man, we've been chatting with all them, the Big Ass guy, all those guys. They're good guys. So
yeah, I mean, we may talk a lot of junk and all that stuff, but we have our side messenger that we've had going since Big Mouth's 1, since the original, and it hasn't stopped.
No.
So we're always on there pretty much every day, just either talking trash or showing something cool or not showing something cool.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Every one of them's a stand-up person, even though we talk a lot of junk, which we're still going to talk junk until after Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think that's
they're
what
cool
the game's
dudes.
about, isn't it? Just kind of trying to do the trash talk, having fun, and just playing cornhole.
No one's taking anything to heart. We all know it's just the competitiveness in us. So we're going to keep going. And plus, we're going to win, so it's going to be a lot of trash talking after.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a rough one on those guys for sure.
Yeah. Well, and
was it losing to the little Cali cupcakes?
Yeah. Delicious.
And plus, they'll have like almost 8 hours of drinking on you guys because with the 3 o'clock Pacific start, or sorry, the 3 o'clock Eastern start, they're going to be well into it.
Oh yeah. Especially Brandon.
Yeah, they're
1,000.
Yeah, they had songs.
Like I said before, I think he's already started. But yeah.
They're all talk. They say they drink, but I haven't. They drink one at a time. So I haven't seen the cans yet.
They do put emergency waters in some of those cans. So
yeah.
For emergencies, and so it's probably water in those light cans.
Yeah, so I think John Clark. I think he was talking about the Make-A-Wish that he's planning on winning that one there, which is one that and Donnie McPhee now is on here. He's saying nice hat.
Trouble.
Nice hot or hat? Oh, hat.
Nice hat.
Yeah.
Nice hat.
He wasn't here for Sean on there before, having to deal with him. But yeah, I'm even thinking myself of even I probably wouldn't be playing in it, but just to head down to that Make-A-Wish
That'd be cool.
tournament, just to kind of hang out.
Yeah,
I think most of us are all going to be there, right? This whole podcast, all 4 of us are going to be there.
Chuck's going to be there. I think William Howell's coming. So, and we'll have the Brews and Reviews booth going. So, and I've already talked to some of the other guys about it. So, we'll run that thing all day. Me and Steve will pop out, and they can pop in and run the booth and do some live feed stuff. And same with you if you want to come out and do some live feed stuff for your people on it. So
we can sign autographs for this Big Ass 2 win. That we're gonna be doing. Sign autographs, take some pictures, some photos.
That's right.
Donnie's saying all beers and we don't play inside.
That's okay. That's all right. And we're still gonna play inside, so it's not a big deal.
Hey, jealousy is an ugly perfume. Don't wear it, Don.
So I'm seeing Ben here. He's asking where it's being held. Which one are you talking about here? Okay, Donnie's already helped him out there, Glastonbury, Connecticut.
Perfect.
And yeah, it's I heard stuff from that tournament last year. It was just because I think they had it in New York last year, the Make-A-Wish tournament, and just heard nothing but good stuff with that.
Yeah, hopefully, and then U.S. Cornholes, the Vandevers are all about it too. They just did a
Right.
video wearing the jerseys, so they're actually so when we did the jerseys, we put a date on them. So it's kind of a collector's item at this point, I would think, right? So if you check out US Cornhole and the Vanderveers page, you can actually buy them. I think they're like $25, and the entire amount of money goes to Make-A-Wish to recoup some of that money for that event. But that might be a cool jersey to have, come to think about it, because it does have that date on there that just never happened. So it's like having a miscut baseball card.
We had them on the show here a couple weeks ago, and it was like the only size you're sold out of is the 2X, which is my size. So it's
That's my size too.
Yeah.
Well, you already have one, Steve.
Well, I was an extra large, but this quarantine's got me into a 2X.
Right.
Got that quarantine body going on.
Well, Doug, we'll have to get you a jersey. We'll work on that after we hang up.
Yeah. So yes, because that's the one thing, and I've always said about this here about cornhole is like no matter what the event is, if it's for charity, people are just crazy for it.
Oh yeah, that's one of. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. I'm sure Steve's on board with it, but with like Jersey Guy, we get a lot of people that reach out for like fundraisers and people that are sick and they're trying to raise money and families and stuff. And we always donate. We'll donate some Jersey Guy slide rides, whatever. And then we did the St. Jude's bags, and we raised like $4,800 for the Children's Hospital. But it's I think I posted one time that it's an incredible, awesome thing to be able to be at a point where we are in cornhole and be able to donate and help out. You know what I mean? Like I have enough excess stock and stuff. I can donate that stuff out and make a difference for people. It's awesome. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, we've really noticed that up here as we get more people. That's how we bring a lot of people in. It's just having charity events, and it's just because that's the thing is for us up here. It's like I said, getting people to play and get them up with that. You see it all the time with I think all the charity raffles, all the charity tournaments. It's just. I think it's just great to see.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not sure if there's any more other questions come up here. We're almost up on the hour here. Anything more you guys want to add? I know Donnie's down here, but he hasn't had that much of a chance to trash talk here. But
he needs to work on his trash talk game.
I'm on a tablet, so I can't see any of the comments.
Yeah. Are there any other questions on there? I'm trying to read through them. They're kind of.
I'm not sure. He's asking if that is half price. I think that was about the jersey. My cousin's saying that I'm 80% torso. I'm probably thinking about maybe 85. But yeah, I'll say it for him that as he says, second place is always up for grabs.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna get it too.
So
right.
Cool. I was gonna say not if he's playing.
So, but yeah, I mean. Just Battle of the Big Mouths 2. Check it out Saturday. Whoever's on, it's gonna be a freaking blast. It's gonna be enjoyable to watch.
It will be.
Hopefully,
we'll make sure.
Hopefully, no one's falling over. Hopefully, motorcycles aren't being started in the middle of it, or people are getting knocked off. So hopefully, it'll be a little flawless. I'm sure there might be something going on, but we'll figure that out as it goes. But yeah, thanks to everybody that's always supported Brews and Reviews, Cornhole, and. My partner Chris over here, he's always doing hard work, so I appreciate him. And thanks, Doug. Appreciate you too.
Yeah. I'm going to say, if you go down in the description, check out their channel, give them a subscribe and a like. Even go over to Facebook, check out Jersey Guy, check out the Brews and Reviews Facebook page. Give them a like there as well, too, because you guys are always having great stuff on there. I'm checking that out all the time.
Cool. Right on.
Yeah, we'll have actually, I'll plug this too. So Jersey Guy will have, there's actually a little separate pull down. There will be a Brews and Reviews store on there. Right now, there's actually a mini set. There's a mini set on there, a Brews and Reviews mini set. And then we'll also have, I actually have one here. So we got pint glasses and we got mugs, and then we got a shot glass that basically it's got our logo on it. And then the other side it said, what is it? Quarantine sanity potion. So we'll have those on the site and a bunch of other stuff, and then all that money that from what we sell goes straight back into the show.
Exactly. Right. That's the one thing over here that people are, it still takes a little bit of money to run these here shows. Thanks, Ben. You put that there. their channel in the chat
Oh, thanks, Ben.
for people to check that out, because like I said, a lot of great reviews. Like I said, check out that Octane review. That is by far, I think, the best video that you guys have on there. But
Thanks, man.
like I said, I may be a bit biased.
Yeah, and again too, like we don't make any money on this show. We haven't really seen a dime from this stuff. We just enjoy doing it, and hopefully everybody enjoys watching it. So thanks again.
Yeah, and all the products that we get from everybody, we always try to get them branded with Brews and Reviews, so they're one of a kind, and then we take those products and we sell them to whoever wants them, and that money goes back into making more videos. So, yeah, thanks a lot for all the support.
Yeah, so I'd say I'm lucky with this show, because I kind of talked to Matt with Octane. It's like, hey, I need this, and then he gets it, but it ends up being for our league and for our conference tournaments events as well too. But it's just, it's, we're all just here to have fun. Like we said before, we're just nerding out playing cornhole.
Yep.
So
That's right.
I want to thank you guys for coming on, and everyone check out Brews and Reviews. Like I said, on Facebook, on YouTube. Then check out the Battle of the Big Most 2, where it will all go down. I think the battle of the four different podcasts. We'll see who drinks the most, drinks the less, whatever. Whoever can put the bags in the hole, doesn't matter. But yeah, just have some fun watching that.
Thanks.
Thanks, and watch us win Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm still going with the kind of Canadian doghouse guys, but
Doug doesn't
okay,
want prizes.
It's okay. Not everybody's perfect. It's fine.
So we'll end it here. So everyone, stay safe. Keep throwing those virtual bags. Having some fun. Check out the show Friday. We're gonna have Jay Rubin on the show off his like we said before, his hot throwing on the weekend, getting the win in the doubles. And I believe he finished
Ruben.
he finished second, I think, in the singles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's he had a great weekend there. So you can check out his show Friday. We'll be doing it. And so see you Friday. Have some fun and stay safe.